seriously popular.
Welcome to, drumroll please, The Life of You, which is basically the Life of Bryony's bonus episode. Essentially, Mondays, we tackle my problems and the problems of my guest. Fridays, I pass the mic to you, the wonderful listener. People have been in touch, and as I suspected, you have just as many problems as I do. I'm joined once again by broadcaster and world record holder Adele Roberts. If you missed my chat with her on the last episode, do go back and have a listen. It was a cracking episode, and I'm not just saying that because I'm the host. Today, on The Life of You, Sarah is tackling a body wash battle. Is there such a thing as showering with confidence? Samantha is having a filter fiesta on Instagram, but her mate Emily is absolutely not having it. And Rosie's on the run, or at least she's thinking about it. All of your problems solved right after this.
Wow.
What's up?
I just bought and financed a car through Carvana in minutes.
You? The person who agonized 4 weeks over whether to paint your walls eggshell or off-white bought and financed a car in minutes?
They made it easy. Transparent terms, customizable down and monthly. Didn't even have to do any paperwork.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Hey, have you checked out that spreadsheet I sent you for our dinner options?
Finance your car with Carvana and experience total control. Financing subject to credit approval.
Yeah, sure thing.
Hey, you sold that car yet?
Yeah, sold it to Carvana.
Oh, I thought you were selling to that guy.
The guy who wanted to pay me in foreign currency, no interest, over 36 months? Yeah, no. Carvana gave me an offer in minutes, picked it up, and paid me on the spot. It was so convenient.
Just like that.
Yeah?
No hassle.
None.
That is super convenient.
Sell your car to Carvana and swap hassle for convenience. Pickup fees may apply.
Okay, here we go. From Sarah. Hi, Bryony and Adele. I'm in a bit of a body blues spiral. Every morning, I drag myself into the shower, ready to lather up and start the day. But instead of feeling refreshed, I just feel, well, gross. My torso is especially getting me down. It's like the body wash is highlighting all the bits I'd rather ignore, and I cannot look directly into the mirror when drying myself. I'm in my mid-40s with a pretty decent diet aside from my not-so-secret addiction to mini almond magnums. I think we've all been there.
Yeah.
I'm finally intelligent enough to know that restrictive diets don't really work and just make me miserable. There must be a way to feel good and not hate the process. So how do I start feeling better about this body of mine, especially during those vulnerable shower moments? I'm all about body positivity, but I could use a bit of a boost and maybe some tips to actually feel it. All the love, Sarah.
Right, okay, Sarah, thank you for writing to us. First of all, be grateful for your body because you obviously have a body that works.
Yeah.
Because you can get it into the shower.
Yeah.
Another thing that I like to do is really activate my senses. So since chemo took my senses away, I now appreciate them even more. So make sure you have top class stuff to wash your beautiful body in. First of all.
Yeah.
So now she's got to reimagine her body. It's a Ferrari now. It's a gorgeous car. She's got to look after it. She's got to wash it in nice stuff.
Yeah.
And then I think when it comes to the fuel, it's what you said before about making sure that you nourish your body. So make sure that your body is built with quality fuel from the ground up. And it's okay to have the odd magnum as long as the rest of it is just good, gorgeous food. So that's something that I've started doing, just making sure that I eat natural food. And that changed my relationship with food. Yeah. Well, just anything that you cook yourself. If you cook your own food, you know what's in it.
Also, Sarah says, I'm all about body positivity, but I could use a bit of a boost to actually feel it. I think that a lot of women would find that relatable, how there's this kind of shame of not liking our bodies and then the shame of not being at the stage where we feel able to like our bodies. So it's like this extra big shame sandwich that we're dolloping on ourselves. And I would say to you, Sarah, that it's okay that you don't like your body. In fact, it's entirely appropriate given the society that you have grown up in. Rome was not built in a day, and it will not be unbuilt in a day. So it is perfectly normal that you don't like your body because you've grown up with loads of messaging that's told you not to like your body. And just because for a couple of years there's been body positivity, it doesn't mean that you should suddenly be cured. Like, do not give yourself that extra shame, Sarah, is what I would say. And here's the thing, instead of thinking of body positivity, maybe just be like, instead of standing in the mirror and being like, I'm going to love myself, just make your aim for the day to not stand in the mirror telling yourself how much you hate yourself.
Yes.
I think.
Oh my God, you're good at this.
Hi, Bryony and Adele. I need your magic advice on a tricky situation with my friend. Let's call her Samantha. Samantha has recently gone full throttle with the filters on her Instagram. I'm talking the kind that makes her look like a computer-generated Bratz doll. I don't think she's doing this in a fun, ironic way either. And while I love her to bits, I can't help but worry that it's not exactly healthy. I mean, she's gorgeous as she is, but it seems like she doesn't see that anymore. How on earth do I bring this up without sounding like I'm criticizing her? I genuinely want her to feel confident and beautiful without the digital tweaks, but I'm terrified of coming across as judgmental, making her feel worse. I want her to love herself as much as I do, filter-free. I've struggled with my own body image, and seeing her rely so heavily on these filters kind of hits close to home. It makes me wonder if I'm just projecting my own insecurities onto her. Maybe I'm the one who needs to take a closer look in the mirror? Any advice on how to have this conversation gently and with love would be a lifesaver. Also, if you've got any tips on how to boost her confidence without making it weird, I'm all ears.
Yeah, I'm not very good with the whole filter world because I don't really use them. I'm not really the sort of person that would. But I remember speaking to somebody, better not say any names, but somebody...
Let's call them Samantha.
Yeah, Samantha. When I spent some time in the jungle, Samantha said that she also regretted using filters and she now can't post on Instagram without using filters.
Really?
Yeah.
You thought that it was all natural.
Yeah.
And then you went into the jungle with them and went, whoa.
But I think that's the point though, isn't it? I think that the more time we spend away from our screens and the more time we spend in real life, as you look around, you'll realise what people actually really look like.
Yeah.
And I think it's just readdressing the balance of how much time we spend
online.
Yeah, down internet holes.
I also have something I would like to say to Emily, which is that it's none of your damn business what Samantha does with her face on Instagram.
Yeah.
I really do think it's interesting. And I kind of feel like Emily, not her real name, does kind of hint at this in her letter by saying, maybe I'm the one who needs to take a closer look in the mirror. And I just think if we all spent less time policing other people and more time with ourselves, we'd all just be a lot happier. Like, Samantha is at a stage where she feels that she has to do this. And that's where Samantha is on her journey right now. Emily is not on that bit of her journey and she is anti-filters, and that's okay for Emily. But what is right for Emily right now may not be right for Samantha right now. And we have no idea what's going on in Samantha's life. And
Should she talk to her though?
No, I don't think it's anyone's place to talk to Samantha about her Bratz doll filters. Like, you know, it's one of those things. It's like, but I think what you could do is, instead of like criticizing her or going at her and having a conversation with her where she feels awkward, which I can guarantee you is not going to make her feel like she wants to ditch the filters and be seen for her real self, all warts and all. I can guarantee you, Emily, it will have the opposite effect. So maybe what you could do, instead of judging her for her use of filters, is maybe just let her know how much you love her, however she shows up.
You're amazing. Do you know what though? Like, if my sister started using filters, like maybe if you saw a change in someone, would you like maybe try and help them? You know, if you were like all of a sudden...
Maybe ask if they're okay.
Yeah.
Like, are you okay? But I think being specific and being like, I've noticed you're using filters and I just think it's not a cool look. I just think it's not... I don't think that's a cool look.
I think you're right.
And I think maybe it's like, oh, I just wanted to let you know, I think you're amazing. However, I don't know. Like, I think, yeah, if you notice a marked change in someone's behaviour, like, it's worth just checking in with them to see if they're all right.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say, Bryony, I've noticed you've been using filters.
I was saying, I don't use filters. In fact, I'm like the anti-filter. And I have to say, some people say that they use Instagram as like a highlight reel. Yeah. I was saying this earlier. My Instagram's like a low light reel. Like I go, that's a really bad picture. I'm going to use that one because I'm like all about like being real, And then the other day I was at this festival and this woman said, God, you're much more beautiful in the flesh than you are on Instagram. And I was like, thanks. I'll take that. It's better than the other way round, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is Dax, are you?
Tracking all our cars on Carvana Value Tracker on all our devices? Yes, Kristen, yes, I am.
Well, I've been looking for my phone for...
In Dax's domain, we see all. So we always know what our cars are worth.
All of them?
All of them. Value surge, trucks up 3.9%.
That's a great offer.
I know. Sell?
Sell.
Track your car's value with Carvana Value Tracker today.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Forget the frustration of picking commerce platforms when you switch your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling wherever you sell. With Shopify, you'll harness the same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/tech.
Right, our final question. I'm Rosie. I'm not Rosie and I'm Bryony, but I'm pretending to be Rosie. I'm Rosie, a knackered mum of one who's somehow convinced herself that running will be the answer to all life's problems. I don't know why you're writing to us, Rosie. Wine and chocolate got me through my 20s, but my metabolism can't keep up anymore, so I've had to bin them off.
That's a little bit. You can have a little bit.
No, I think I just think metabolism, schmabolism.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm working part-time and parenting full-time, so I'm both time poor and money poor. Also, the last time I ran was probably to catch an ice cream van. So I need your expert advice. Are there any free tools or sneaky tricks I can use to start running, and what's the best way to fit it around a busy schedule?
I think plan, commit, put your kit out the night before. Start off walking and build your way up so that you don't immediately dislike it and then give up.
Yeah, don't bite off more than you can chew. People do that. They're like, commit to running a marathon, and it's
you don't need to do that.
Get couch to 5K because they are it's brilliant.
Yeah, run walking. That I always start off there. And then secondly, I trained for my first 2 marathons whilst being on early breakfast, so I used to have to get up at 2 a.m.
What?
And still managed to fit my training in around it. So
Rosie, we're going to shame you.
All I was going to say is
can get up at 2 in the morning to train for her 2 marathons. You've only got 1 child, Rosie. Some people have 4 or 5 and they still do it. Spencer Matthews, 3 children, ran 30 marathons in 30 days.
I was just going to say, sometimes you can change your commute for a run. So that's what I started to do.
Yeah, so really lazy Rosie. Get out the bus.
I stopped before, and you can do things as well, like, chase your children. They'll keep you going.
See it as you time.
Yeah.
Like, as well. Like, I think it's like we've got to stop seeing it as like it's an investment. And I sometimes think that if I give an hour of my day to running, it will give me 23 back because I feel so much better after I've done it. Yeah. It's like I sift through my head. So I think it's changing. And also, I really think that if you do it for the way it makes you look, you're never, ever going to love it or commit to it long term. Like, it's got to be about the way it makes you feel. So, like, try and shed that whole thing about how running is about making yourself thin or making yourself small. It's not that. It's about, we've said this on our main episode, but, like, it's about making your life bigger.
Yeah.
And, and expansive and just enjoying yourself and getting fit and healthy.
And like you say, if you set time aside to enjoy yourself. So, for example, me and Kate will watch things on TV together at night and we might watch 3 episodes of something. Whereas now...
you'd only watch 2 episodes, Rosie.
And then
use
spend the other one on yourself. Yeah, running, working out.
Watch less telly. That's what Adele's basically saying. Watch less telly.
Also, do it with your partner because me and Kate do yoga together on a Monday night now and I love it. I used to hate yoga. yoga, but now I get it. I'm like, oh, right.
I do go on dates with my husband, exercise. Like, we don't have anything in common other than exercise since I got sober.
And burpees.
Yeah, so we do enjoy, we do like CrossFit together, or we go and run a half marathon.
Around Cornwall, but that's beautiful time spent together.
It wasn't. He was so annoying because he's like you. He's like, oh,
He's like you.
He's like you. He's like you. And that's why it was so annoying. No, he's like you. And that he's really fast. But you know when people are really fast and they try to be like, they think they're being helpful by like slowing down and running next to you. And I'm like, don't patronise me. Fuck off. You go to the front and wait for me and I'll catch up with you. Like, he's like, oh, I just thought I was being helpful. I'm like, well, you're not. I hate you. Goodbye. Oh, Rosie, I don't think we've helped very much. In fact, we may have made things significantly worse. So this is the really awkward bit of the episode where I beg you to like, subscribe and rate because it makes a massive difference to me, but you'll probably not bother. And that's okay. I still love you. My love for you is completely unconditional. Do you like and subscribe? Let me know. I don't think I do, and I should. I feel bad now. Details of how to get in touch are in the show notes. You can voice note, text, or email. I'm very contactable, frighteningly so. On Monday, I'm chatting to the lovely James Middleton about how important dogs have been for his mental health. If you've subscribed, I'll see you in your podcast feed again on Monday. And if you don't subscribe, who knows when we'll meet again. I'll leave you with that tragic and sad thought. Goodbye.